Danny, so another win, another good performance, and you must be very happy.
Massively happy. I think that's the best that we've played in quite a while. I thought we was in total control for the whole of the game. And even coming in at half time, 2-0 up, really pleased. You're thinking, well, we could be actually been 3 or 4. But we spoke before the game to the boys and said, our performances have been good of late. Obviously the Met Police game, we was a little bit sloppy at times, and that's what we needed to try and cut out is the sloppiness. And I thought today we did exactly that. Even in the second half, I never really felt that that we looked troubled. Whereas in previous games, you've seen it yourself, where as the games go on, we start to look a little bit nervous. That we didn't have that today. We just looked in control, and we deserved a clean sheet. Don't get me wrong, it was down to our own undoing that we didn't. But forget the negative side of it. Today was a great performance and a thoroughly deserved 3 points.
I was especially impressed by Christian Scouse and Alex Reid on the left. They worked really well together, especially in that first half. They
did. We got some great balls in down that side. Alex is someone that we've put out there for 2 reasons. First of all, because we feel that he gives you something else. He can come inside, he can get shots off. But what it also does is when he comes inside, it then leaves the space for Christian to get down the outside of him. And as you said, it worked really, really well in the first half. Second half, they didn't have as much ball to do the same. But both ways, they did really well.
And Robbie Martin as well. I think during his time with the club, he's probably played in almost every position. He's your classic utility player. Number 10, that role is not one that maybe you'd have associated with him, but he was again fantastic today. He created a goal and scored one.
Yeah, well, you say that. That's when Robbie first ever come to the club. That was his position. But you're right. He's that valuable that he can play in numerous different positions. He can play left back, right back. He can play anywhere in midfield. He can play on either wing. We had a chat with him today before the game and said that when we're in the attacking half, he needs to go and get on the ball as much as he possibly can, because Robbie does possess that little bit of quality of passing and to make things, sort of make and create. And I'm just really pleased that he got his goal, because I thought his performance today deserved it. Yeah.
And we saw sort of last minute signing Aaron Jones came straight into the squad. What can you tell us about him, and what does he add?
Yeah, so Aaron has been out in America for the past year. He played a few games in the MLS, and then I think that he went and played a full season. I think it's the UCL, I think the one underneath the MLS. But he's been in with us, and he really impressed in what he showed. Paul Rogers at the moment has got a knee problem. He's going to need an op at the end of the season. So we felt that we needed to bring in a little bit of cover there. And I thought today was excellent. I don't think he did anything wrong. His delivery is good, technically he's very good. So we're really, really pleased with that signing. Yeah.
And you mentioned the knee problem there. Obviously, we're no strangers to injuries this season. We've only had the 4 players on the bench today, and as you know, we can only register players up until the 31st of this month. Are you going to sort of look to bring any more players in, or?
Yeah, we are trying to bring 1 or 2 in, obviously. But at this time of the year, it's a very difficult time to bring anyone in. Just because players don't really want to move, so it's something that we are trying to work on, and if we can bring in 1 or 2 by next weekend, we will, just to make sure. But it goes back to it's been a story of our season. It's no secret. Today Sonko's woke up this morning, back's all out of line, and couldn't play. Aldris, we thought it was going to be okay. He's done a fitness test before the game and felt it again, and that's just been the story. But I have to give a big talk about Josh Pollard, who went in today. I thought he was brilliant, but for me, Sam Clark was the best player that was out there today. Sam's been a massive bonus for us, and as long as we can keep him fit, and we can produce similar performances to what we have today, then I think I said to you a few months or so ago that come the 28th of April we'll be okay.